Don't mind my hair, okay? Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. I'm covering you. I gotta bring my microphone closer. Hold on a sec. Ooh, grapefruit juice. Oh, grapefruit juice. Okay. I'm back with grapefruit juice. Who's there? I like grapefruit juice. It's dark out already. What happened? Grapefruit juice. Oh, my hand's sticky. How come the black keys sound sinister? What is the reasoning for that? Oh, those are minor keys. Is that right? I put all my stickers on, so it's looking quite colorful. This keyboard, you can't see it, but wait a minute. I can show you. Kind of. I wish it was glossy, but what can you do? It's just a very beginner, low-range keyboard. But I think it's cute. But it has 400 tones, and you have to use like a dial thing to go through them all. You can't just punch in the number. And it didn't come with a big manual that has the tone list. I had to download the tone list, and I can't like favorite. I can't put the ones I like best in a favorite little list or something. And I have the tab open with the okay, there's this really fun one. Where is it? Orchestra number 1. It's really, oh my God, where is it? There are so many. Where's Orc 1? It's probably faster to just like dial through them than to go through the actual list. Ooh, Tubular Bells, Exorcist. The harpsichord is nice. Turn it up. If I'm feeling Baroque. But I'm all the way back at the beginning. I'll go. Oh, and there's like drums and stuff. That's not a drum. That's like a whistle. Listen to this. No, not that one. Okay, where is it? I can't find it. Vibraphone. I like the vibraphone. The Celesta isn't great. The Celesta is my favorite musical instrument ever, but it's not like wonderful on here. It sounds like a music box. They have two Celestas, that one and this one. That doesn't sound like a Celesta at all. First one does, kind of. Glockenspiel. That's my favorite, probably, because it sounds better than the Celesta on here. Music box, tubular bell, tubular bell. I can't even remember how the music from The Exorcist goes, but it's Tubular Bells, isn't it? The name of the song is Tubular Bells. That sounds more like Stargazer, that show. Oh, I like Dulcimer. Do I? I can't remember which ones I liked. I'm trying to find orchestra hit. As I said, I'm going through like 400 of these guys. I don't remember exactly which section it's in. I like the pizzicato thingy. Doesn't have a sustain pedal. Didn't come with one. You can get one extra, but I didn't want another thing. But it has a button that's like supposed to do the same thing, but it doesn't really. A harp? Wait, turn the sustain off. Does that sound like a harp? Oh, I thought I found it, but I didn't. Synth, synth, synth. Where is it? Where is it? I really like the pan flute too. I can pretend I'm hi. I can pretend I'm a Zamfir. I really like the pan flute. The piccolo. That's nice. The piccolo. Pan flute. I like the pan flute. Still trying to find orchestra hit because I really like it. Oh, I like this charang. I don't even know what charang means. Oh. Ooh, that's interesting. That's pretty. Still can't. Where is it? Still looking for that one. I really like. I'm on 230 out of 400. I'm in the sitar. I'm in the Indian section. I'm in the ethnic section. Ethnic. Oh, I like the koto. And I must be getting close to it. Oh, this is Seinfeld. slap bass. Viola, pizzicato. Hey. Here it is. I thought there were 2 orc hits. Well, here it is. That's cool. What does that sound like with the sustain? I like that one. That was a trumpet. That's an oboe. What's a chiff lead? I don't know what half these words mean. I don't know what it is, but I like it. It has songs built in so you can play along too. Like Christmas songs and like other songs. The first, like, what is this? Goblins. What do goblins sound like? It's kind of quiet here. Can you hear it? It's like spacey. Now, if I go back, it's going to be very loud. Echoes. GMSF. I don't know what the heck that means. Sitar, banjo, beebity boop. Tinkle bell. See, this is one that would go on my favorites list. I like the ones that sound like little tinkly things in music boxes. Or sparkly sounds. There aren't that many sparkly sounds. Steel drum. Wood block. Synth drum. Well, this has like all kinds of weird little things you can do and rhythms you can put on. I don't know how to do everything yet. I've just been going through the tones, and I put my stickers on too. Reverse cymbal. BRTH noise. What does that mean? Birth noise? I don't want to hear that. Is that what birth sounds like? Birthday? Oh, breath, I think it means. Yeah, not birth, breath. Seashore. I wish it had seagull sounds. I like seagull sounds. There are some songs that have seagull type sounds. I think they're made with a guitar or something. This is bird. Doesn't sound like a bird because my bird's not making any sound. Telephone. That's not an old telephone. Helicopter. Applause. Gunshot. Ooh. That's on the standard drum set. Does a drum make that sound? Sounds like a spaceship. My bird liked it. And also, how can the drum sets have whistles? I don't know. So let me just go back to number 1, stereo grand piano. When I was a kid, I took piano lessons. I think I got into the 3rd book or something from like the beginning. I really don't remember anything. But there are so many channels online that have everything you could ever want to know. So I could definitely learn. It had stickers for all the keys. And the ones that go on the black keys, the sticker's a bit too wide because I guess these aren't standard size black keys. So they kind of stick off the edge a little, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. That sounded nice. That's just 2 keys. That's a F and a C. That sounds nice. Remember that, okay? So I can play it again. What did I forgot. A C and an F? Did I say F? Well, since I'm here, and I mostly just felt like playing the piano, I will go and get my book, okay? Because last time when we were reading this Mystery of the Glowing Eye, I got really confused about what chapter I was on, and I skipped a chapter. So I'm going to go and read right after I check to make sure. I'm going to make sure by looking in my playlist. I think I have to read chapter 11. I had read chapter 10, and then I went straight to 12 because there was a lot of confusion. So Mystery of the Glowing Eye. Yeah, chapter 9, 10, and then the next video is chapter 12, 13. So I have to read chapter 11. So I'm going to read that, okay? I'm going to turn the volume down 1. What instrument should I leave it on? So if like, in case there's a scary part, I can play a scary sound. What is that scary instrument that you hear a lot in, it sounds like a woman kind of going, "Ooh." It's in a lot of old horror movies. It's on the tip of my tongue what that thing is called. Ooh. You know what I mean? I keep playing these few notes and it sounds like September morn. You know, Neil Diamond or something? Okay. I'm going to go get my book. Okay? Okay. Mystery of the Glowing Eye. Where is it? Yep. We skipped I skipped an entire... Oh, can you hear me okay? I skipped an entire chapter. I went from chapter 10, what did I say? From chapter 10 to chapter 12. So here's chapter 11. Chapter 11, Wilderness Cabin. As the copter turned and flew off, George said, "Come on, let's follow that pilot." Bess looked at her cousin in amazement. "How would you do that?" she asked. "I didn't bring my wings." Just move this a little closer, okay? I didn't bring my wings. The others laughed, but Nancy's eyes were focused on the direction the helicopter had taken. It was going in a westerly direction. Where would it land? Bert spoke up. Maybe that craft isn't connected with your mystery case, Nancy. You could be right, she replied, but the copter certainly looked like the one that landed on my front lawn. We never could follow it, though. Let's go on to the swamp. Oh, okay. She means they can't follow the current one. Okay. They finally came to the edge of the mucky area and trudged up the hill, which, according to what Nancy had read, stood in the center of the swamp. I keep wanting to press my keys. The incline was steep. Low-growing bushes and trees, partially withered, grew here and there on the hillside. A lot of shale-like rock made the climb hazardous. Presently, Bess stopped. This is positively the worst hike I have ever taken. Her cousin George teased. It's going to be worse on the other side. Cheer up. When the group reached the top of the hill, they surveyed the landscape in front of them. The swamp below looked wider than the one through which they had just come. When they reached it, the young people also found it was much more treacherous than the other one. Hey, there's a helicopter sound on my keyboard. Right. I should have put it on there. It's probably like 200 sounds away on my dial. Big lawn to land a helicopter. It is, right? Well, I think they have a pretty big lawn. Helicopters aren't really that big compared to like a long airplane, you know? Although I guess they have a bit of a wingspan with the thing on the top. What do they call that? The blades. When they reached it, the young people also found it was much more treacherous than the other one. Brr, brr, brr. They sloshed along in ankle-deep mud, then stopped to wash it off whenever they came to clear pools of water. It was comparatively still in the wooded swamp, but suddenly a crow took off from the ground with a screech. It landed in a treetop and cawed raucously. Nancy smiled. I guess he's warning the flock that there are intruders on his premises. Though the going was rough, the group did not think about the arduous hike. They became interested in the beauty of nature around them. Look over there, said Dave. A ringneck pheasant. The large, iridescent bird with the white ring of feathers around its neck did not stir from the log on which it was standing, its long tail sweeping out behind. Listen! Listen, George said a few minutes later. The truckers stopped and became silent. Hear that warbler? George asked. They could detect the dainty, trilling notes of the warbler's song, but it took time for them to find the bird. Finally, Bess saw it, seated high on the branch of a tree. There it is! Theremin. That's it. I don't see it on my list here. How dare they? There's like a million different organs, but no theremin. Thank you. That's the word. Nancy remarked, from here it looks like a bird without a head. If it weren't for his eyes, you wouldn't know he had one. He looks as if a black mask has been pulled down over the upper part of his head. I guess that's why it's called the hooded warbler. Did you know, George asked, that the female of this species doesn't have a mask? I suppose that's so she'll surely be seen by the boy warblers. The group laughed and went on. Bess, intrigued by the wildlife, kept looking up. Without warning, she stepped into a deep hole of muddy, greenish water. Instantly, the others pulled her out, but she was a mess. Nancy took several tissues from her pocket and began to clean her friend's legs. Ugh, Bess said suddenly. Look at these things crawling around on me. Leeches? Leeches! Dave said kindly. They won't hurt you. They're only miniature salamanders. Ugh. He tore leaves from several bushes and helped wipe off Bess's dungarees and sweater, while George and Nancy worked on the girl's hair. Hi, Todd. Bigelow from Boston, Massachusetts. Love your channel. I try to check in here and there. Your voice is amazing, but you also have other cool content to enjoy. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know if it's been a year yet. No, not a year yet, because I would have done Christmas videos with the classical paintings and the classical music. I'm really enjoying doing those. I really enjoy working on that playlist. Where was I? Wiping off. Yes. What am I going to do? Bess wailed. Grin and bear it, George replied. But she did admit feeling sorry for her cousin. I guess from here I'd better watch my step more carefully, Bess said, finally. She was still shaking from her unexpected bath and held Dave's hand tightly for the rest of their trip through the swamp. I turned it off. I turned my keyboard off. I forgot there was a power button. Immediately ahead was a small open field, which everyone assumed must be the place from which the helicopter had taken off. Oh, I should put my helicopter sound on. Directly beyond was another swampy area. A small cabin painted dark green blended so well with the surrounding growth that it was hardly noticeable. That could be the place where Ned is being held, Nancy said excitedly. The three girls and their companions walked across the field and gingerly went forward. The ground was spongy, sponge cake. Caking their, it says spongy and then caking. Made me want sponge cake. The ground was spongy, caking their boots with mud, but walking was not as difficult as it had been in the swamp. No one said anything at first. Then George commented, "That swamp sure was an obstacle course, and I don't relish going back through it." "Nor I," Bess said. "I hope somebody can figure out a different way of getting to the place where we left the car." Nobody answered her because all of them were sure they would have to return along the same route. Nancy hurried in front of the group and walked up to the cabin door. "Do you guys think Ned is in there?" I read this already, but I totally don't remember. She knocked. No one replied. She pounded loudly, but in vain. "Nobody home," she said, "unless someone's hiding in there." Nancy added that it was possible Ned was a prisoner and could not make a sound. He must be rescued. She tried the door, and finding it unlocked, she walked in. Her friends followed. No one was in sight. All gasped in astonishment. The one-room cabin was a fully equipped electronic laboratory with 2 cots, a small stove, and well-stocked shelves of canned food. "Well, Sherlock Holmes," said George to Nancy, "what are your thoughts now?" Before replying, Nancy began to examine the laboratory. Bert and Dave did also. There were all sorts of gadgets and open notebooks with numbers which meant nothing to the visitors. Meanwhile, Bess had been looking around. She announced that there were no clothes in the place. "Do you suppose whoever lives here knew we were coming and skipped out?" she asked. "Otherwise, why would anyone leave all this good food? Meat, eggs, milk, and bread. I could eat some of it right now." Presently, Bert and Dave called to the girls to come to a corner of the lab. "We've discovered a remote control outfit, and here's the sending set. And over there," Dave added, "are a computer and programming tapes." "Are you saying," George spoke up, "that the robot copter was kept here and its movements were controlled from this cabin?" "It looks that way." Bess asked, "Do you think Ned, Crossan, and the red-haired nut were in the copter we saw flying away from here?" I have a strong feeling, Nancy said, that Crossan and the red-haired nut. Why do they keep just saying? Crossan and the red-haired nut are one and the same person. I believe that Ned, in his note, was trying to tell us that Crossan is crazy and dangerous. Dave reminded the others that they were just doing a lot of guessing. We haven't come across one single thing around here to prove who the occupants are. Nancy agreed with Dave and said that it was important they try to find out. Let's all hunt for a clue, she proposed. Everyone went to work. There was complete silence for a long time. Whew. Is he the same guy, the red-haired nut? My bird is behind me. Our cage is behind me. Kind of see it. That's Pixie. Pixie. Nancy looked under both cots and pulled them from the wall. Suddenly, her eyes fastened upon a mark which had been cut into the wood of the wall. At first glance, it seemed to be a W. Was it someone's initial? She called her friend's attention to it, and they came over to look at the initial. Nancy squinted her eyes and stared at it. Suddenly, she said, "This isn't a W. I'm sure it's two N's. And that could stand for Ned Nickerson." Bess, George, and the boys leaned over to examine the mark. They all agreed that indeed it was NN. Thinking, what other names start with NN? Nanette Newman. Nanette Newman was the actress in Stepford Wives who had like a little minor hardware glitch at their barbecue, and she went up to everyone and said, "I'll just die if I don't get this recipe." Like she had a malfunction and she just kept saying that over and over again. She walked up to everyone and said that, "I'll just die if I don't get this recipe." She's my favorite character. I like her. Anyway, getting back to it. This is where Ned must have slept, Bert said, and I'm convinced he was taken away in the copter we saw leaving here. Do any of you think he'll be brought back? Dave spoke up. I don't. No one did, but Bert and Dave were inclined to think that Ned's captor might return. They were of the opinion that he would not leave the valuable equipment unguarded for long, although the possibility of it being taken in this forsaken place was slim. Nancy was quiet for several minutes while the rest searched some more. When they reported that there were no other clues, she told the group that a possibility of getting to the main road without hiking there had just occurred to her. I have no idea what her idea is. What is it? Bess asked eagerly. I certainly would like to be rescued from this creepy place. The quicker, the better, George added. Nancy turned to the boys. Do you think we could possibly contact the police over the two-way radio set here? We could tell them our suspicions regarding this cabin and the takeoff of the copter. She looked at Bess and grinned. If they come by helicopter, they might even give us a ride back to our car. Dave offered to try contacting headquarters. End of chapter 11. So 12 and 13 I've read, so we'll just skip over those. And that's all I'm going to read for this one, so that when I put it into the playlist, it'll just be 11 and it'll be in between the videos. If I do chapter 15 now, everything will go loco. El Coco Loco. So the next chapter, 14. I'm so confused. Right, 12, 13. The next one will be chapter 14 in the next time I come live. So there, we got that little thing fixed. Ooh, when I start it, when I power back on, the volume goes back up to 4. That's the default volume, I guess. Does anyone know how to play the piano? I used to have um I have this edition but don't remember the entire story. Yeah, I don't think I read it when I was young. So this is my first time reading it. Yeah. Although I had read chapter 11 to myself. Does anyone play the piano? Yeah, it would be nice if it had like a number pad and I could just punch in, I don't know, 307 if I wanted that tone, instead of having to go. And it's really lame that I didn't get the manual with it. I mean, I got some basic instructions, but not the manual I found online, which has like all the list of everything. Thank you so much. It's been a long time since I had gone live. I don't know why. I just feel like a slob. I didn't want anyone to look at me. Cool. Yeah, so I got these stickers that have the letter, like C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And they have like the note that you would see in the sheet music with the bars. Oh, and it also says do, do, a deer, a female deer, And it's cool. Like the C, that's at the beginning. So it has a treble clef. And then I still don't exactly understand what the black keys are, but it's like sharps and flats, right? Josie and the Pussycats, long tails and ears for hats, guitars and sharps and flats. Yeah. And then there was, I loved the movie Josie and the Pussycats. Oh, I have the soundtrack. I listened to the whole thing except for the songs by Du Jour. Those suck so bad. But I love the Josie and the Pussycats soundtrack. So they changed the lyrics a bit from the animated show. Guitars and Marshall stacks is one part they say, instead of sharps and flats. Apparently that's cooler or something. I don't know. Yes. Oh, see, I learned it. Every good boy deserves fudge. And then face. I used to play by ear, but haven't had a piano in many years. I play guitar by ear. That is so cool. I would love to be able to play by ear. My favorite Madonna song, I don't like her new stuff. I think it's around like the mid 90s when I stopped listening to her, maybe the late 90s. Yeah, I really didn't like Ray of Light. That was when I was like, okay, I don't like you anymore. Her music didn't appeal to me anymore. But my favorite Madonna song, I love her early stuff. True Blue's my favorite album, but my favorite song is Borderline. And I want to learn how to play that on the piano because I love the instrumental version of it. So beautiful. Yeah, me too. But then every good boy and girl deserves fudge. I think I deserve fudge right now, like a maple fudge with some nuts in it. In my hometown, there was a really nice store called the Christmas Shop. I think it's still there, but in a different location. And they had like homemade fudge there. Oh, so yummy. They'd like chop off a chunk of it for you, however big you wanted. Different flavors. So good. I like fudge. Oh, I love Over and Over. Yeah. I think that was one of her early songs before she got signed, right? I was just recently on YouTube and listening to some demos from Like a Prayer and some of her early stuff. I loved it. I think it was a song from, or like an outtake from True Blue called Each Each Time You Break My Heart, I think it was called. Oh, I love it. Like I got it stuck in my head the first time I listened to it. That is catchy. Brightness. Songs I just get stuck in my head, and I'd like to play Lost in Your Eyes. But she was like what do they call that? An idiot savant. You know, when you're like really young and all of a sudden you can play the piano like Beethoven. What's the word for that? Because that's what Debbie Gibson was. So this has some songs built into it. How do I change? No. Home song. It has quite a few songs. Oh, I like this song. I lost it. I'm in the Christmas songs. I did not just... Okay, I thought I imagined I saw this song, but here. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. You know what song I love? Music Box Dancer. Oh, I wish I had that in there. Anyway, you're supposed to like play along with it, and if there's like two parts, you can isolate, I don't know, whatever's playing with the left hand, and you can play the right hand part yourself if you know how. I don't. Now, how do I go back to... Okay. The Entertainer. Don't think it was the 80s, but yeah, that's from True Blue, Live to Tell. Oh, it's a beautiful song. I love the video too. It's just like a black background and she has a pretty old-fashioned dress. My favorite Joplin is Maple. Joplin meaning Janis Joplin? That's the only Joplin I know. I don't like Janis Joplin. I can't stand her voice. I always say she caterwauls. I know a lot of people like her. I just can't stand her. But is that who you mean when you say Maple Leaf? Oh, okay. Now I know two Joplins. I didn't know what the guy's name was. I probably only know the Entertainer. Probably. Pardon me. Yep, Live to Tell is from True Blue. Beautiful ballad, right? Calliope. I haven't used the dance music function. I don't even know how. Let's try it. Function. Oh, that's not what I want. Home. Oh, I pressed the dance. That's not me playing. So like, what's the point? I'm not even playing that. I'm just pressing like one key. I just wanted to change my tone. No. I've gone too far now. I just want to be at the beginning again. Yeah, I just want to change my to something that goes with this, you know? Like a cute sound. I'm gonna play a Glockenspiel. Okay, hold on. There's a play stop. Does that, and now if I press play again, will it just come back on? Then I'm gonna read your comments. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to go back to dance music. Now, if I press play, it should be playing again, right? Okay. Yeah, I never saw that movie at close range. I had the cassette of True Blue, and I would like, the lyrics and all that. I had them all memorized, but I remember it said, she dedicated True Blue to Sean Penn, the coolest dude in the universe, I think it said. Mary Stuart Masterson was in that. I didn't know that. I like her in Fried Green Tomatoes, right? And Benny and June. Yeah, that's her. I don't remember those Friends flashbacks. I have never watched it in reruns. When it was on the air, I watched it all the time. I loved it. It was like one of my favorite shows, but I never watch it in reruns. At close range, I'm going to have to watch that someday. I have no idea what it's about. Wait a minute. I just knew of it because of Madonna. So like I've seen scenes of it. I think there are two different versions of the Live to Tell video. One has clips from the movie. So I've like seen little clips in Madonna's video. I love fried green tomatoes. I've always wanted to eat them too, ever since I saw that movie. So I saw the movie and then I read the novel. The novel's really beautiful. It's very different from the movie. And in my copy at the end, there's a bunch of recipes like they would make at the Whistle Stop Cafe. And there were two different ones for fried green tomatoes. Fried green tomatoes was sad. Oh, yeah. With Ruth. Very sad. I don't like that. Wait, there's too much going on here. I wish I had some dream pop or something. Some nice relaxing music. I don't like acid. I wish I had like some disco beats. Some 70s and 80s stuff. Anyway, there's like a zillion things in here that I don't understand how to use yet. Rhythm. What's that? Rhythm. What does it mean? But now I want to turn my thing back to just like a regular piano. Not that piano. I want something that goes with this. Have a great rest of your day too, and have a great supper if you're having some as well. Thanks for joining me. Next time, chapter, I don't remember, but I've got it bookmarked. Oh. rant space mean? Can you guys even hear this? Am I the only one who can hear the keyboard? Tell me if you can hear it, okay? I don't want to put it too loud. Thank you. That's my favorite, this orchestra hit. There is 2 orchestra hits. Orchestra hit 1 and orchestra hit 2. I like 1. I've got 4 likes. People like my music. Well, what is another rhythm? Now, how do I get back to rhythm? I go home, rhythm. Uh-oh, I pressed the wrong button. Rhythm. Yeah, rhythm. Up. I tend to stay like this. I forgot. Like, these are here, and these are over here. And I have, my wingspan isn't too wide, but I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to, I don't understand exactly how everything works yet. Oh, I like this. I Think We're Alone Now. Reminds me of I Think We're Alone Now. The one that number 12, Disco Pop. It sounds like I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany. It's like I want to turn the key, what I'm playing, down a little. It's too loud over the beat. It's too loud. This is number 17, Straight Rock. Shuffle rock. Slow rock. Rock waltz. Rock lobster. Big band. And you might trumpet. Slow swing, jazz waltz, foxtrot, polka. French waltz, marches, samba, mambo, rumba, cha-cha-cha, merengue. So it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of different stuff. Xmas waltz. So everybody had match. Oh, Rock Lobster. Yeah. Okay, I really want the rhythm to stop. Go away, rhythm. I don't want you anymore. I just want to be back where I was. I don't even remember, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. I don't remember how to play chopsticks. Well, I didn't learn that. It was with my lessons. I didn't learn chopsticks. Chifforobe. So, oh my gosh, it's not even 6. Today has been like the slowest day I've ever experienced. I don't know why. I was thinking of, that's the first thing I thought of when they're on the keyboard. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. That's the coolest floor ever. Oh, that's kind of neat. I know, it wasn't even 5, and I was like, it's dark out. But most people, it's daylight savings time, right? Most people don't like falling back, right? Spring ahead, fall back. But I like it because daylight hurts me, and I like having more darkness. I really like it more. So, yeah, there are so many different sounds in here. It's kind of wacky. Iceland. It sounds beautiful. It looks beautiful. Yeah, even the word Iceland sounds pretty. Like, I've never wanted to go someplace hot except Hawaii. There's something about Hawaii that I love. I don't know, just like the culture and the music, the food. There's something about Hawaii that I find quite charming. Oh, yes. Well, trivia, like a question, ask me the question. Or like you learned a fact about Hawaii. I want to learn. Wow. So it's not that hot? Because it goes over 100 here. I mean, that's pretty damn hot, but it goes over 100 here. And like, we don't live in igloos in Canada, you know? It gets effing hot. Pardon my Welsh. Oh, wait, there's something in here that's bells, and it sounds very Christmassy. That's really interesting, though. Oh, right. Oh, I remember Mama's Family. There was a two-parter where they went to Hawaii because Thelma won on Jeopardy, and she won a trip to Hawaii. And I remember Naomi got terribly burned. Like it didn't seem too hot or sunny because it was the breeze, the wind that made her burn really bad. She didn't think it was that hot, but she got all burnt up. There are some bells in here. Where are those bells? I need those bells. Wait, here's Coral Bell? Maybe it's that. I think there's another bell one. They need more bells. Like, why do I need 10 different kinds of organs? You know? That sounds like it could be the start of something. Thank you, and thanks for joining me. Have a great evening. And thank you for the Hawaiian trivia. Aloha. Oh, it has Aloha E or whatever. You know that Hawaiian song? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go as well because I need to have something to eat. Wait, hold to turn off. Okay, cool. Well, I'm very happy with my new keyboard. I'm not Brian Wilson yet, but I will be. Brian Wilson / Debbie Gibson. Debrian. Oh, they both end with son, so I can't. I was gonna like mix their names together, but Gibson and Wilson are the same at the end, so I can't do it. Never mind. You know how like with celebrity couples, they put their names together? Well, I was gonna do it with Brian Wilson and Debbie Gibson, but I couldn't because both their last names end with son. Damn it. Okay, I am going to. I'm only plugged in one spot here. I'm going to unplug my adapter. Now look, it has a music stand too, and the music stand fits just into this carrying hole. See where you carry it is where you just slip in the music stand, which is pretty cool. It would be neat if it came with like a bag to put it in, but whatever. I'm just going to put it in my closet or something. So that is that. And I will be back next time with chapter 14, I believe we said. And I hope if you are listening to The Doll in the Garden that you're enjoying it. That was a book that I bought because I saw the cover of it on Pinterest and I thought it sounded nice. I liked the name of it and the cover looked nice and it said A Ghost Story. So I found it on Thrift Books and I bought it and I read it and I loved the story. And then my friend Audrey, she recommended me another book by the same author. So I got that and I read it and I also liked it. That one was called Wait Till Helen Comes, and it's also a ghost story. I didn't like it as much as Doll in the Garden. It was really good, but I found The Doll in the Garden was a little bit simpler. Like there wasn't so much going on, and I don't know, I just found it very simple and charming. I'm out of coffee. I have tea, but it just doesn't hit the same as the young folks say. It doesn't hit the same. So I will see y'all next time I see y'all, okay? Thank you for joining me and have a good night or whatever. Bye.